Hi there, and welcome to episode 41 of Behind the Yellow Door at Two Friends. This week, we're tying it up. We're going to show you how to tie some beautiful bows for your Christmas gift wrapping, for your wreaths, or for any other thing you might need a beautiful bow for. Gift wrapping is such an important part of what we do at Two Friends. As you can see here, we use a black and white striped paper, but this isn't really about how we wrap in our paper, but it's how we do our bows. And every time I hire new girls, one of my most important questions is, can you wrap and can you tie a bow? A lot of them get really stressed out about this, but it's not that hard. So here's what I'm going to show you today. We start with our package beautifully wrapped with either 1 or 2 strips of ribbon around the box, and then we're going to take our ribbon, which is a wonderful, it's called a Dyna satin ribbon. We pull off a little tail, which is usually no longer than the width of the package, okay? So then we let that be our kind of starting point here. We pull a loop and pinch. Do another loop, pinch and turn. Another loop, pinch. Another loop, pinch and turn. Okay? You can do as many loops as you like. Usually we do about 3. Depending on the size of the package, you know, it all kind of has to be in proportion. And then we cut the other tail. So there's our basic, so easy to do bow. Then we will tie this on, okay, just like that. Very simple. Now, I also like to take sometimes the raffia, and I'll do the same thing with the raffia. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 total loops. Snip that. I'll tie this in to the ribbon that's already here, but I want you to see what happens when I do this. I think it's so pretty. Pull it tight, like this. Now, one of the key things is taking and pulling your loops apart. I usually like to pull them apart and squeeze them kind of in the middle because it kind of opens them up and lets them be fluffy. Now, you can leave your green raffia looped. Sometimes I'll come in here and cut the thing so it's a little more spiky, like that. And that's just one of our basic bows, like that. Now, if you want to take it another step further, I love to go into my yard and clip whatever is growing. I love little evergreen sprigs. I just went and clipped some of these off of my Christmas tree. I've got some holly in the backyard, and I have some beautiful little oranges. A lot of times these are just so pretty and simple to put as pieces on your package, and that takes it up a notch there. Oftentimes people ask us to make their bows for them. We have all of this beautiful ribbon at the store for sale, and we'll happily make a big bow for you. For instance, we're needing a bow for this wreath here. So we want our tail, and that's the hanging down part, to be about that far. So we'll let this kind of be our starting point. The same thought goes into making this bow as the loop, pinch. Don't worry about the ribbon looking crinkly right now because you're going to fluff it out at the end. And again, it's as many loops as you would like. You can make it super full. You can just do 1 on each side if that makes you happy. If you like a little more simple bow. A lot of times people want them, fairly full, not overly full. Sometimes you look like you tried too hard. We don't want to look like that. We just want it to be beautiful. So, also guys, I like to use wire when I do this type of bow, and this is the type of wire. I don't know what the gauge is on this, but it's really easy to use. It's not too hard to cut. I can cut it with my scissors, but it holds really well. All right, so I'm going to do 4 loops on each side. Okay, and again, I'm pinching and turning as I go. Now it's time to cut the other tail, which is going to be about the same size, same length. All right, I'm going to roll out some wire, snip that. Just twist the wire around the middle, very easy, and then you have some length on your wire that you can attach it to the wreath with. Okay, so here's what it looks like when I just did it. All right, not a lot to it, but here's where the beauty happens. All of this ribbon is wired, which is what we like to use because you're able to go now and fluff it up and give it the dimension that you want it to have. You're able to turn these loops around and they'll stay fluffed out. You can use it year after year. A lot of times people will take and put tissue between the loops to keep them full as you place them back up in the attic. So you don't have to worry about trying to do another bow next year. And here is our finished bow. Like that. Thanks for following us this week on Behind the Yellow Door. We have tied one on, as they like to say. We've done it though, this time with just our pretty bows and ribbons. Stop by the store, let us wrap up something beautiful like this for you and that special person on your list. Be sure to give us some likes down below on YouTube, subscribe, visit us on Instagram, or even better, come visit us in the store and say hello. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas.